Hey everybody, what's going on? Kyle here with another lesson, and today we're going to be doing magic. Before we jump into it, just want to say that this was done mostly by ear as well as a little help from the sheet music book. So it might not be 100% accurate, but I think it sounds really good as well still. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. It's pretty repetitive throughout the entire song. You've pretty much got two main parts. You've got this kind of higher verse, then you have the kind of, what we'll call as the first half of the verse, and the chorus as well. But really, it's fairly simple once you break it down. But we'll start off with the first verse, which there's no actual piano until the second half, which sounds like this. So it's actually pretty simple once you get the hang of it. We'll start off with doing both hands just because it's easy to kind of put them together. So starting off with B, E, right hand, G sharp, B. And notice the pattern here too is going to be, right hand's going to be kind of two notes and then, or chord and then a single note right after. So got the chord right there, and then C sharp by itself. And come down here. Left hand, you'll notice, is going from B and E down to A and D. Right hand, E, A. So chord and then single note, F sharp. And this part right here is just going to follow the lyrics as well. So just got, broke, and then right here you're going to play the same chord but add a D up here. Broken in, 2, single C sharp, 2, come out, play that first chord, the B, E, G sharp, B. So that's that first part right there. Play it again real slow. Coming down here, second part. Left hand E, C sharp, right hand E, G sharp. A by itself. Down to D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp. And then E by itself. Last part, C sharp, A, right hand, C sharp, F sharp. Single note A. And on this chord right here, E, G sharp, left hand, right hand, B, E, G sharp. Also in the song, you can kind of hear the piano is kind of like a delay effect or something like that. So I'm not really sure how to replicate that with this. So what I usually do is play single notes in left hand, and then the right hand chord. So 1, 2, 3. Like that. So playing that from the very beginning, nice and slow. So I'd say overall that's probably the hardest part of the song, because from here it's pretty much just chords. So that part will come back later on in the second verse. But now we're gonna go to the chorus. So we just ended on this this part right here. So going into the chorus, you're gonna keep this chord in the right hand, but left hand you're gonna move down and play C sharp and E. So kind of just a transition chord. Then moving up, you're gonna play D, F sharp, A, both left and right. You could also just play D and A, whatever, but I play both. Or I play the F sharp in there as well. So once again. And I don't, that's when the chorus starts right there. Then from here, you're going to play A chord. Right hand, you're going to play, keep that A, just move down to E, C sharp. Left hand, you can play C sharp and E, or C sharp and A, and play C sharp and E. And then from here, you're going right back to the beginning, where you started right before the chorus, the E, G sharp, B, E, G sharp. And then just repeat. So really it's only 3 chords. I believe this is an E chord. So you're starting off with the E chord, keeping the E chord but doing that variation on the left hand, coming up to a D chord, then A chord, back at the beginning at the E chord, and then just repeat. So because this is the transition chord, let's call this chord 1. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. But that 4th chord is that same chord, E chord. So if you're confused, play it real slow for you once again. So we ended here. And I don't, it's true. Keep that right hand. Left hand goes down. Repeat to the D, to A, back to the E chord, and then ending it. Come back to that left hand variant. And then from here for the verse, you're pretty much just repeating the chorus, but just play it a little bit lighter. So play that, add an E in there right after as well. And same thing, the A, back to the E. So once you get those chords in order, you just keep repeating that. Also here is where the little guitar riff comes in. It's just A, B, C sharp, A, B. So if you wanted to play that, you could do so left hand, all I did was fill in for that chord, which was A, E, C sharp, and then B, G sharp, E. And from here, we're into the second verse. Once again, there's no actual piano, but there's kind of this little synth in the background, and it's just following the chorus. So now we have same thing. Just play it more lightly. So that goes for the first part of the second verse, and then we get to the second half, which, if you recall, is the same thing as before. So far we've really only played 2 different things. You get the chorus, which bleeds into the verse, and then the second half of that verse there as well, which you could get away with playing the same chords as the chorus, but, you know, that's what's going on. So we go back into the chorus, same thing. With the chords, and then this goes on for the bridge and the little guitar, you know, coming in as well. Then we get to the solo, which, like I said, for the rest of the song, you could just get away with playing those chords repeat for the rest of the song. So if you want to stop there, you're good. But what I like to do for the solo is to mimic what Johnny does live, which is this little riff right here. Play it for you real quick. So what that I do is just right hand, you get D, F sharp, D. Left hand, D and A. What I'm doing with this D right here, just going from D to C sharp to A. And then A and B. And left hand right here, what you should be doing as well is doing that C sharp and E. So D and A, C sharp and E, up to E and G sharp. Back down to C sharp and E, D and A. So just going back and forth between those two for the left hand. D, A, C sharp, E, E, G sharp. Back down to C sharp and E, D and A. That's the right hand in that part. I guess you get the D, down to C sharp, down to A. Then right here, E chord, you get the B, E, G sharp. And then up to A. So chords staying the same, you're kind of just moving that note around. So playing the note by itself, it'd sound like this. And just repeat it. So all together. So throw something in there as well. Add a little bit, so kind of, you know. Whatever you want to do. Also, instead of just kind of playing, I kind of left hand repeating that same thing with the two notes and the chord. So. Something like that. And then we go back into the outro, which is just the same chorus chords. And that just repeats for the rest of the song. But if you kind of want to add some of that synth in there and follow the Yes I Do lyric, you can add in B, G sharp, F sharp. Yes, I do, like that. So how you add that in with the chords would be something like little tricky, but if you kind of get what I mean. Play the same chords, just add that little in there. So that's it. That's a magic right there. Hope it wasn't too hard, too confusing. That solo, like I said, really isn't necessary. Just something I like to do. Alright, so that's going to do it for Magic. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you have something that you do that you think sounds better, please leave it in the comments below so others can give it a try themselves. Be sure to keep an eye out here on D2 for my community posts. You can also follow me on Twitter at ColdplayKB if you prefer to do that as well. As always, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next lesson.